Awards 2023 is live now. I'm going to go ahead and post up the link here if you guys want to share this so people can watch. If they don't want to participate, they can definitely watch. We do have a channel here and community corners. I'll post that there. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's review from last year, Philly. What do you think, man? How did it go last year?
For you being able to pull that off so last minute, I thought it was good.
Brother,
Uh,
dude, that was like literally last minute. No joke here. What happened behind the scenes was literally those awards that were being displayed on the screen were literally done just about a minute before they were distributed on screen. It was so crazy. It was like on the minute, right? And the girls were like, they're doing their best, doing everything. It seemed smooth if you're in the audience, as smooth as it can be. On the back end, me and Phil are like rushing, trying to throw all this stuff together last minute. Like while the girls are speaking, we're literally just typing this stuff up and just like, boom, there it is. Oh, okay, hurry up, get the next one going, get the next one going. It was insane, man. It was insane.
it was worth it.
Yeah, it
It,
was.
well, it really did. It really did come off well. I thought it was very smooth. I mean, the girls did great. They were great
Yes,
smokescreen for
yes.
whatever was going on behind the scenes.
Yes. I would definitely appreciate if we had I don't know what do we do. We had two hosts, and then we had me on the side, and I think Philly, you're kind of my wingman just in case anything was I was messing up with something. You're helping me out with that, right? Yes. Let's just say you're
Yeah,
my
it was
wingman.
definitely all hands on deck. I
Yeah,
forget there was a bunch of people doing stuff.
yeah.
And that daggum screen just froze, didn't it?
The lottery screen. So I don't know. I couldn't figure out how to make the lottery display in real time there, and apparently that's a glitch issue, and only me, the viewer, can see it, and no one else can see it. That doesn't make any sense. Uh, so we got
So
to put
wait, you fixed it, but it only worked from your
from my
perspective?
from my perspective. Yeah. So when you see the recording, you'll see the actual wheel spinning, but if you were there in real time, you wouldn't be able to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it's probably just the fact that it takes a little bit. It's probably harder to. I mean, it's easier to upload dynamic voice in the moment,
Uh huh.
but maybe not visual as much. I
Yeah,
don't
so
know.
SOS has a lot of experience with using those, and he says he figured out a loophole how to get around that and how to display that real time. It was I forgot how he said it exactly, but whenever we want to test it out, just hit him up and he'll show us how to do that. But I definitely would
Yeah,
like somebody to take charge of the lottery for the 2023. All right,
yeah. I think he would definitely be a great one to have as a
yeah, he
some sort of support tech support right there because he does that space that Braveland space every week every a month. Excuse me.
Yeah. I definitely wanted him for last year, but he was busy, so he wasn't available. It
Yeah.
was just one of those days, and that's just we did what we could with what we had. And like you said, I think it came out pretty smooth. Even though like literally my shirt was drenched, I was nervous, I was stressed, I was just like going. It was even though I'm not like physically moving, like there's so much just rushing through. It's like there's like a whole adrenaline pump just going through. Like I want to make sure everything's flowing as good as it can, right? Oh man, uh, quote thing.
Well, I would be curious. I would be curious to. That's got to be. I bet you that's one of the sort of first showcase versions of an award ceremony in a metaverse space. I'd be hard put to think. I can't think of another, but I imagine there probably is another, maybe. But it's a weird thing because those award ceremonies. That's such a big sort of in real life. It's such a big affair. And imagine if you were the guy trying to pull it all together IRL. I mean, it's the same. It's the
Yeah,
same dynamic, though.
yeah. Coincidentally, just like a week or two after the RAVENCOIN Global Awards, there was like three other global crypto global awards that were happening just like weeks after ours. Like, really?
Really, really,
Exactly.
wow. Well,
And
that it. They say a lot more people watch and listen to posts than actually respond. So I'm sure the ripples of that carried pretty far.
well, I hope that's true. No, I don't know. I'm sure these other people because they did IRL. It was a big like super high scale, super luxurious award ceremony for everybody in crypto. It was like the
Ah,
premium crypto. You know, you got to be making like $1 million kind of crypto kind of awards
got
giveaway
it.
kind of stuff. And these guys are all like
Okay.
red carpets, everybody with a nice white tuxedos and stuff. Like, wow, that's what I would like to see, man, in real life. One of these days, RavenCoin Global Awards will be IRL. Everybody will be in walking down the red carpet
And tuxedos.
in
Yeah,
tuxedos.
that'd be great.
We'll get Ryan Seacrest to host it.
Yes, yes. Man, speaking of, I guess events, Colton, you got one coming up in April. Um, that's gonna be tough, man. I think this is like the first IRL convention you guys is RavenCoin's technically putting together, right?
Yeah, without Medici having their hand in it, and
It's all community
it's
based.
it's really, yeah. There's a lot going on. There's like, dude, it's a mess, but we're moving.
Hey, at least
Speaking,
you got a new eco map.
what's that?
Said at least you got a new eco map now.
Hell yeah, dude! Thank you for that. By the way, that
That's
is
step
great.
one. Hopefully that'll help get the word out.
Yeah, I've got to really ramp up some connection and I got to start getting with other people because it's coming down pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna post rvnawards.com here in the open chat. You guys can check that out. That's the site we used. Philly is an awesome guy making websites. He built this whole thing himself, man. This is an amazing website.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
really good. I've forwarded that link to a lot of people since that time,
it's
and
it's
it's
only as good as the content on it. And Dow, like there would have been
Oh yeah,
typos,
dude.
and we
Big
would look
props to
like
Dao
idiots
Dao,
if I
man.
was in control of that.
yeah. Well, I will like I said, I will continue to extend any support, especially in that on that front. So never hesitate to ask because that's uh that's definitely something I will always volunteer to do.
Let me tell you guys, Dao Dao is the guy with the magic words, man. If you guys need some help creating a good backstory for NFTs, by the way, Dao Dao, I still need to meet up with you, man, and get my stuff taken care of. That
Oh
guy,
yeah, no, I hear you.
yeah, he's on point about that, man. So everything that you see on the website, he's the one that tinkered with the words. We gave the ideas, but he made it so much more better, so much more interactive.
Well, I'm glad it worked out too. And I remember at that moment, there was a bunch of stuff, as you know, we all have a bunch of stuff, bunch of rabbit holes. But I was like, I was just like, I really got to focus on this one. This is a good one to get through. So I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah. All right. So review, everything came out pretty well last year. Now Philly, I guess we just have to do a refresher, and I'm literally taking notes here with my papers. I do everything on paper and pen. I'm old school. Everyone's like, "Why are you using paper, man? You're killing trees." Because that's just the way I do things, man. So Philly, there was a couple of things. I don't know if you recall, but there was a couple of things that we wanted to do last year, but due to time constraint, we weren't able to do it. Do you recall any of that stuff?
Yeah. So number one, we wanted to get sponsors. Two, uh, we had talked about after the event, taking the videos and just using them. We can still do that. So as we start to build up momentum for 23, we can show highlights from 22. So that's the two things I remember the most.
Okay. Sponsors and video highlights of 2022.
Yeah, I just want to get as much play out of all the work that we've done. And then, of course, I think what I'd like to do for 23, and obviously the community will decide this, is not to do the public polls on Twitter. Like
Okay.
drive traffic to it. I'll be able to build it into the site so people can, log in, and so, one vote per login. And then we actually have during the night of the awards, it's brand new news. Uh, and then if we just do it more like a traditional awards ceremony,
Hmm.
the better.
Hold on. What do you mean traditional award ceremony? Like, what are we doing that's not traditional?
But I mean, where we build up to it, and then you don't know who won it by going to a Twitter poll to see who's winning,
But then
because
it's hidden.
correct, and then
Okay.
also for 23 we have to have like a very set nomination
Bless
process,
you.
because we ran into some FUD with apparently there's different camps in NFT land, which you can imagine how that happens.
Yeah.
And then there were some people that felt like they were not validated.
Yeah. So keep in mind that we weren't trying to discriminate against any particular group. It was the information that we had at the time is what we used, and then we put those groups out in batches and let the community vote on them. The idea is to try to make this as community involved as possible, right? RAVENCOIN Global Awards is not just me, it's not just us here. It's everybody that utilizes the RAVENCOIN network and utilizes all these assets. The community is the one that determines who the best of the best is for the year in regards to these different subjects. So
Yeah,
that's
let me just interject there too because it's a good point by Philly, and there was a lot of I think backwash and back channels, just sort of arguments over the integrity of the
yeah,
way it of the vote and that kind of thing.
yeah,
So, I mean, I know we're at Community Dow, we're studying and working on sort of clear voting models and things like that. And I know LSJ has done things like that. Nifty's done votes, all but having a very clear, transparent, but also I think as well not revealing
yeah.
winners until the end is a good sort of get present to open at the
Okay,
award.
so in regards to that, I don't know if that's possible because the idea this year, and we have Raven Rebels that's going to back that particular department up. He's going to be building the voting mechanism for RavenCoin Global Awards, where we get to vote with our NFTs, right? Our
Okay.
unique NFTs, we'll be able to vote through that. So, considering that the RavenCoin blockchain is a public blockchain, people are able to see the amount of votes or transactions placed in each address.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Well, I think one tier off of Twitter would be a thumbs up there.
Yeah.
So I mean, that sounds good. That sounds great.
Yeah. I mean, if people want to really dig deep into all the transactions to see who won, so be it, But I guess, yeah, you're right on our end to make it more spontaneous and make it a little more exciting for the general public that isn't going to be looking through that. Then sure, let's do that, man.
That group is always going to have a problem no matter what.
Yeah.
We all know who it was.
Yeah. But regardless, another thing that I wanted to bring up about the actual groups or the awards that were given out, I don't see the reason why we need to have 15 to 20 individuals for one award. It should be here's a list of 20 people for this one award. Let's pick the top 5. Now, agree to disagree, or give me some input on that. This is how I feel about this, but I need you guys' input on this.
Well, so depending on the category, there could be like specific measurements. And then when it comes to things that are more like art, where that's highly subjective, then, we can figure out how to do that.
We can have maybe multiple categories of art.
Well, I don't know what the answer is, but as we break it down, so there are some things that you can definitely point to. Actually, I guess a lot of it's subjective. I guess that's the whole thing about awards. It's subjective, right? Because what wallet, let's say, has the easiest interface, or whatever we're gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
When you call something best, by what standard? So we'll have to take this on by category basis.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to do. I don't know if we're going to do that this time around, actually looking through every single one of those categories and maybe rebranding some, maybe exclude. Because another thing that we did in 2022 is that we actually had more awards, and we actually excluded those because it was too much and we were limited on time. I think we actually, what did we do? 2 hours? It was the whole video that I recorded was 5 hours long. So I think the awards was 2 hours long.
Yeah, and I remember when we were talking about that, shaving it down to what was the final number? It was like 22. Is that what it was?
I think like 20, yeah, 23, I think it was.
Yeah, I remember. I remember when we were discussing, culling that down. But no, it'll get better. I mean, that was a great first run.
Yeah, for sure. But another thing, we need a lot of marketing, building this up. Obviously, now since we're starting way ahead of time, we got 10 months down the road to really promote this every single month. This is just one of many meetings that we're going to be going through. We'll be doing this every single month. What is it? The first what Tuesday is this? The first Tuesday, second Tuesday, the second Tuesday of every month for RAVENCOIN Global Awards. So keep that in mind. Okay. You guys check out.
Cool.
Let's see what else. So I got the website. So are we going to keep the same website, Billy?
Yeah, I went with what do we call it? Like Raven Awards or RVN Awards?
Yeah,
this way.
Yeah. I posted that.
So I'd like to transfer it to you, and then this way, you have full control in case the crazy shit that me and Naren get into here over the next 2 years doesn't prevent you from getting into it. So.
Okay. But then, how are you going to update it though? You're the guy with.
No. So I'll host it until you decide you want to host it somewhere else. But what I'm saying is, I want to transfer ownership to you, and then as long as you want me to, be able to get in there and do stuff, I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a bunch of these websites, just because if not me, who? If not now, when? That's my attitude in life.
Yeah.
But as soon as I find somebody to champion something, so obviously you're the champion of this, then it's yours. It's my gift to you, and then I'm there to support you and help you as long as I'm physically able.
Okay, I appreciate that. I wrote that down. Okay, was there anything else? Okay, what about Braveland? Are we going to utilize Braveland again? Or are we going to do it somewhere else?
I'm a giant fan of Braveland. I think I do understand that people having to download it creates some challenges for some people, but let's just see as the year progresses. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, I think it's a nice venue, and the easiest one. Obviously, it's free for everybody to use, but I think the biggest thing is just to make sure that we're maximizing all the different media forms. So if we're able to live stream it, all the different platforms to try and get the most out of it.
That's not necessary. Well, okay, yeah, I know where you're going. That's what we're doing. We live streamed it on Twitch. We obviously had it in person. We uploaded it on YouTube, and there's a lot of photos. Good thing I captured a lot of photos. A lot of people captured photos as well. And I think what's his name? I forget his name. Remind me, from Down Under.
Brick.
Yeah, Brick was also live streaming it as well. He was doing Twitter Spaces, which was awesome. So we did have it on multiple platforms that day. It was great. Big props to Brick. And yeah,
but for anybody that's listening to this in the future, we're talking about Twitter handle @BrickBC. His name is Louis Miguel, and he is the property tokenization star of RAVENCOIN at the moment.
Right. In regards to participation, that was my biggest worry, which actually did come to revelation. I was worried, but I wasn't really surprised. But there was a lot of hype that we were going to get 100 plus 200 people there, and I said, no, yeah, there's a lot of people voting it. We're getting a lot of likes, we're getting a lot of retweets, we're getting a lot of activity about the RAVENCOIN Global Awards. But my suspicion is going to be less than 50 participating, and that's roughly what we got, less than 50. So the idea is I want this to be more than 100 people there. And the issue that Philly said, that there's going to be some resistance there of people downloading, not resistance, some limitations there of people unable to download Braveland, and that's why I want to really get you guys' input of where else can we host it to maximize the amount of people in person in real time.
I think one thing to remember also, I think just a reassurance is I think it was pretty like short time frame. So I think getting the word out there is one of the biggest factors, and getting it out early
Okay.
and through all the different channels. I think that's definitely critical. So you can get the date out pretty early, like months in advance, and then really start building the hype. Have some Twitter Spaces leading up to it to kind of pull people's attention, like using all the different platforms, whether it's Reddit, everything, Discord, Twitter, use it all.
Okay.
I mean, I thought personally that I was impressed that 30 people were in there. And a lot more people are watching than, or like we say, it's than actually inserted into it. It's good to have more visual bodies there, but I thought that was a pretty good showing, and for reasons that Humble said, getting it out much earlier will only enhance that. And I do think that Braveland is probably the best venue at the moment for that, because it, compared to other metaverse worlds, generally the specs are pretty easy hoops for most people to get into.
Okay.
I think you could also, I mean, like you did with Twitch and stuff, creating sort of a broadcast moment, like, people at home watching the Oscars, that could be enhanced maybe on another platform or two as well.
Got it. Okay, wrote that down. All right. Another fluke that we fell into was while we were going through the awards and contacting people, we've discovered that there's some people that were. It was difficult to contact them. Philly and I tried contacting a lot of people that were part of the list, and we come to find out that there was no way to contact them. So I think this run through that we're going to do for 2023, everybody that's going to be nominated has to be contacted. I think I want you guys' feedback ahead of time before we actually put them down on a poll.
Yeah, that's a good thing. We got to make sure they're a real person and contactable.
Anything else? All right. Okay. What else do we have? Let's think. The awards, obviously those should be updated to 2023, different design. Who did that again? Somebody did those. Philly, do you remember?
I forget who did the core thing, and then we took it, and then I did some mods to it.
I'll look back. Okay, I'll look back through my messages and find out who did it. Find out.
Was it Joe Quinn or something, or Jake?
Trophies. I'll find out. Okay. Let's see. Another thing was, aside from the awards being unique NFTs, we also had a lottery. Do we bring back the lottery? Should there be a different game instead of a lottery? Something a little more interactive? Any suggestions out there?
Is that for the gift bags?
Yes, gift bags.
I think the lottery is good. I mean, it depends. I mean, if we get it out there early enough, I'm sure we're going to get a lot more stuff to give away also.
So here's my thing. I'm going to give you some feedback about that. As of right now, and I haven't checked recently, but as of right now, it's my understanding only 3 people actually have transferred those coins out of the original wallet. And I specifically instructed everybody that won those awards, here's the private keys to this wallet. You must withdraw these assets out of there and deposit them into your own wallet, because technically I still have those private keys somewhere. I have them somewhere. I don't know where they're at, but I have them. And I don't want to be responsible if those assets get lost. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
people did not move them. Only 3 people moved them, and those are the 3 people that constantly asked how do they do it. So I gave them instructions on how to do it. It's not difficult, and they were a little bit. One person was a little bit furious that it wasn't as simple as me just transferring the assets from my wallet to his wallet, right? The
I would
Yeah,
say
idea
so
that
behind. Sorry, go ahead.
Liz and Haley, that's on me because I need to get with both of those people and help them go through the process.
Oh yeah,
So that's 2 of them.
no worries. Aside from that, um,
I think the
so
easier way is probably just have them like I don't know, like I do a lot of giveaways and like my recommendation is like have some kind of sign up, whether it's like a Google Doc where if you want to be like you make it very clear like months in advance if you want to get um, entered into these whatever you have to go use this form, put your and submit your RavenCoin address, and that way you don't have to deal with
so
separate individual
that's
gift bag wallets.
that's what we sort of did something like that. We didn't do addresses. What Philly did, and thank you, Philly. That dude is a man. I don't know how he did it, but basically he told everybody, hashtag RBN Awards with the message and retweeting this, and he was able to data track every single one of those tweets and retweets and likes. Dude,
That was manual. That was me trying not to. That was yeah. Let's. I can do better this year, and I'll figure out a way to automate it because that was brutal.
that was brutal. I know it was, man. That was it was like 100. It was more than 100, right?
There's a Google sheet somewhere
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
got it
yeah.
all still. I never killed it. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was dude. That was a lot of work, man. Because I would wake up and there'd be like an additional 100 inputs, and they're like, "Whoa, hold on a second, hold on. It's only one what do you call it input per person, right? You know." So he was putting, as somebody commented, tweeted, and retweeted. It's like, no, that's 3. You can only have 1 in there. It's like, oh, that's too much, man.
let's not talk about it. I have a selective memory. So
It was.
Maybe so you said that Raven Rebels were building a platform to do voting, right?
Yes. Well, not
So
right now. I'm giving him plenty of time. I told him we're not doing this until October, and he's working on several other projects right now. So
got it.
we can build an idea of exactly how we want it right now. Start brainstorming the idea, and then pitch it to him and see if he can build it. But he says he's totally on board to do this.
So maybe a way is to be entered into the giveaway is one doing that vote, but like the platform, whatever they build is like they pool the Raven addresses. Um,
Ooh.
that that's a way, and it could just pull an output of all the addresses.
Ah, that's actually a really genius idea, because you could pull that, huh? You could pull that data. Ah, interesting. What do you think, Philly?
yeah. That's any way that I don't have to do that manually again.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea, because that means that more people are encouraged to vote. And keep in mind that some of these bags were a few $100s worth of NFTs and assets.
Yeah, well, my general thing is like Humble says, got to make it as easy as possible, and people get lost in the weeds real quick, and then they just change channel.
Okay, let me write this down. One entry into lottery. Okay. Um, what else? Sponsors. You want to talk about sponsors, or that's for another time?
We just need to have, as we grow this, maybe should we just divvy up the responsibilities and maybe we get some people that have a lot more pull within the community when speaking with potential sponsors.
Yeah. Well, the
So
idea with the sponsors, I'm trying my best to make it to the RAVENCOIN convention. And the idea is to try to pitch the idea out there for sponsors for that for RAVENCOIN Global Awards. So I think obviously in person and shaking people's hands and having them sign their solo weight. So never mind, scratch that. That's a good idea though. I think just meeting people in real IRL and just giving them the idea that we're looking for sponsors for this other event.
yeah,
But
if
what?
almost there was a committee. So for example, and I don't want to, there's the top influencers
Mhm.
that you can track on Lunar Crush, and then there are individuals which are considered like founding members of uh, of the chain. So those people, they might be able to make a phone call and then get an instant yes for a significant amount that would be put towards driving more and more traffic to the event and more awareness, obviously, to the blockchain, because that's ultimately why we're doing this is to, we don't have, we're not a centralized company with a mailing address and somebody that's going to get their teeth kicked in by the SEC the next year. So we therefore don't have a marketing department or marketing budget. So this is how we voluntarily create this.
Okay, I like the idea. I wrote that down.
I mean, and I I would say this too. I mean, I would think there's probably, this year, I think, in my mind, I think is going to be really crucial for like unifying the blockchain. And I think there's all kinds of things happening right now. Humble and Clothing are real leading lights on these fronts, I think, with some stuff and with Roundtable and LSJ and Brick and all the guys and you, John, as well. But, uh, you know, ultimately we're going to see people rise to the top who are going to have to sort of take on that sort of almost telemarketing presence for the blockchain and bringing that up in the subject of sponsorship is probably the key point because those people are going to be the ones that are going to have to reach out and make those requests to people.
Yeah. All right. Number 13 on my list is music. Last year we did not have music due to the fact that we didn't want to get no copyrights strikes on us or on my YouTube channel. So I think we have plenty of time now to actually get some unique music. Um, are you guys still on board with music, or was it okay without music?
I would
I
say
think we
have
should
some
get
music
SOS.
for sure.
So that was two yeses.
Raven Beats might also hop in there too.
Okay, so I got Raven Beats. Who else?
SOS,
SOS.
he just said, and
SOS.
and then there's like Brave, I think, is one. Hold on one second, I'll try to pull up some information. All right, so there's a website that I spun up for somebody last year. It's called Come Hither to Raven, and if you go to NFTs, you can see there's a drop down that says Get Artist Origin Video, and then so YXM BRAYVE is one of our NFT artists slash I think he's a dev too. But anyway, so if you go to that website, you can see people that have allowed Raven creators to use their music and you can link on it.
Okay, I'm looking at the
So it's
website right now.
so come hither to Raven, go to the NFTs and then go to get artist original origin video. And there, so I mean, those are known musical artists that said any of the music at those links we can use. So
Wait, which link?
so if you go to on the top menu,
Yes.
NFTs, then go to get artist origin videos,
Got it.
and then you see C music you can use from MJ, music you use from YXM,
Got it.
Brave, SOS Apple, and SOS Spotify.
Got it. Okay. Perfect. Good. That is good to know. Perfect. All right. Number 14 is Koreans. So last year I really wanted to add the Koreans because they do have a big community in RAVENCOIN. I was not able to get in contact with them. This year I was able to get in contact with one guy that does have connections there. But from what it sounds like, the Korean community is more private and they don't really like to disclose the type of work that they're doing. They're happy to support RAVENCOIN because they're utilizing it, but they don't want to really be publicly exposed on what they're doing. So I'm not sure if that's going to be something we're going to be able to implement. I told him to keep looking to see if there's anything we can do because I really want to add a Korean trophy.
Man, that would be great. I'd love to, hear the inside story on Raven in Korea. I mean, surely they can maybe have a representative present sort of like a front.
Mm-hmm.
That dude Agora is really, really good. He's one of the Korean community members, and I've got a pretty good relationship with him.
Oh,
Oh, well
can you
then,
reach
man,
out?
you should build that, dude.
What's
Yeah,
his
absolutely.
username?
let me double check here. Sorry, I'm addicted to this stupid game Stardew Valley, so I was collecting some berries.
What's it called?
It's called Stardew Valley.
Okay.
It's so fucking childish. But I love it. All right. Posted it inside of the chat here. It's Raven Hunter.
Oh, Raven Hunter. Okay.
At Raven
I
RV.
do follow Raven Hunter.
He's a really good dude. He helped me reach out to
I guess I don't.
Quoby, whatever, to get some stuff that we needed for the ad, like for the voting for P2SH. Because unfortunately and strangely, even with a VPN, we could not access their site. Which I'll use this as a moment to tell people to get your goddamn crypto off of Hyobi. It is so bad.
Yeah,
So
there's
bad.
a lot of talk right now that's pretty bad.
Yeah,
So,
I really can't emphasize enough.
on all exchanges, bro. All exchanges.
All exchanges, but especially that one.
Yeah.
That one is so close to just poof. There goes everybody's crypto that was on there.
All right. Any other topics that we should discuss that I might have missed? Auction. Number 15. Auction. Hold on. Auction. Are we gonna have an auction afterwards? With the RAVENCOIN Global Awards and auction, it was about 5 hours long for the day. What I noticed, and I don't know if you guys were there, but there was a big fallout after the awards. People got burnt out. It's 2 hours. That's why I specifically said, hey, we need to keep this under a certain amount of time because I don't want people getting frustrated. That's way too long. Even though it was a fun event. I really liked it. I mean, I would have, if I wasn't hosting it, I would have participated. It was great. But I can easily see.
I would.
People...
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
I would say kind of keep the events separate, in my opinion. I think there's some other stuff that's planned for the year that we can kind of define it more and not just like one long event that burns everybody out.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree too.
Okay. So if anybody tries to piggyback, just kindly ask them not to do that because we don't want the community getting burnt out. I'll write that down. Okay. What else? So I think, Quilting, you had something you were going to say?
I was just gonna say, for whatever's needed from me as far as like promotion of content, helping try to gather sponsors, reaching out to individuals, let me know. There's there's a couple people that I've found that are just extremely difficult to get through to. And it's just, yeah, sometimes it helps having multiple people kind of, I don't want to say berate them, but just just blow up their inbox like, hey dude, come on. Like we're trying to get some help here. We need some help.
We need
And I
Leon,
know.
Texas on board for
Yeah,
sure.
that's exactly who I was kind of underhandedly referencing.
Yeah. Yeah. I still owe him a couple of words.
Guy's a hard guy to fucking track down, man.
Yeah, it's weird.
You should get that
Seems like,
kid. You should get that kid that was tracking Elon's jet.
Where's Leon?
Where's Leon?
yeah, right.
Go ahead, Dada.
No, I was just gonna say, it seemed like he sort of recedes from sight periodically. I mean, I've only been on the scene for a year, but there was a point where I was communicating with him kind of through Twitter, and then I didn't see him a lot for a long time.
Yeah, he seemed like this year he's trying to really be a lot more involved. So I think he'll be a little bit more receptive than in the past.
That's good because he's great, you know.
Yeah, everyone kind of knows him as the guy,
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think we can get Doug to do a ice wallet giveaway?
That would get some heads in there, no doubt.
Yeah.
I bet he would.
He's really going to be looking to promote it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of slotted there once that's out to do a little bit of work with him. So I'll do what I can to contact him, but I'm sure he'd be receptive to it at the very least.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a really good guy. I like that he's always available. Not always like immediately available because obviously he is a working man, but when he jumps on, he does respond. So that's good.
Yeah, and I think if you approach him in the right way, like publicly on Twitter, I mean, he's very talkative. So, and fun. He's a cool dude.
Yeah. In regards to sponsors, I'm gonna bring that back up. Just start throwing names out there. I want to jot them down. Who we should reach out to. The question is, should this be? And I think Philly, you did actually pitch this idea or your opinion about this last year. Should we keep this locally within the community, or should we extend it out to other chains and other corporations?
Well, so outside of the chain, meaning that if you have like an Exodus wallet, so if there are products and services that are cross chain, including RAVENCOIN, then yeah, let's try to get anybody. And then, quite honestly, uh, let's see what kind of fallout we continue to have in the crypto world. I think 22 was 18, 19 was ICOs. Then you had NFTs, and I believe that property tokenization is going to be one of the big things that start to happen now. And so what starts to happen there is you start to cross over into a lot of different entities that are going to want to target crypto people. And then, quite honestly, if Coca-Cola is pulling out of NFL, they're probably they're always looking for new avenues to get to the people. So let's not limit ourselves to the tiny world of crypto.
Got it.
As far as sponsors, find the people that are the biggest contributors to the space that are profiting off the space. So I think you were kind of right in line by asking Doug for a giveaway. Maybe speak to Ravenist as far as like, I don't know, Ravenist tokens or what have you, the Just NFTs team, finding people that are active in the community that are have been successful, I guess. And that's so hard. I mean, it's hard asking anybody for money. I found myself in a weird position with trying to find and getting sponsors for this event, and it's awkward. You're like, hey, so I kind of need your money.
Especially right now. Yeah.
Yeah, especially
yeah.
right now. Shit.
Telemarketing 101, and it's not fun.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, it's something, man. But yeah, I mean, again on that, just group thinking up some targets, people that we know that are doing things in the community. The people like myself, RAVENCOIN Assets, we're happy to help wherever and whenever we can. It may not be a lot, I'm not like some millionaire or anything, but whatever I can give, I'm happy to. And wherever I can insert myself to bring benefit. And I know that many of us here are in that same that same wavelength. So yeah, let's just continue to think up those people, the people that we know that are active and trying. NFT Raven, and the folks who were so upset over being shafted, we'll call it, last year, give them the opportunity to step up and be a sponsor for the event. They want to get some kind of exposure, that like there's a way to do it.
Yeah.
And I think that Jason's been extremely receptive recently, of ways that he can do stuff. So definitely don't be ashamed to reach out to them.
Got it. Number 18, I have host and hostesses. Any suggestions?
Maybe just, I don't know. Maybe wait till we get closer to time
Sounds good.
to kind of identify those people.
I was thinking about just using Chat GPT for that.
Beautiful.
Knows it all. All right, we still got a few minutes, man. Let's just keep brainstorming. Pitch your ideas. I might have missed something. What do you guys see that we can take this to the next level?
I really like that space that you created a lot.
Yeah.
Idea of using that would, I like it. I think that that's really cool. I know that would upset some folks that were huge proponents of Braveland and
Braveland?
the
Yeah.
Braveland.
So let me try to find it real quick here. Let's see. Give me a second here while I find the link.
Yeah, that needs to be pinned, by the way, by an admin. You could ask Jeroz.
Actually, is it or is it not? I don't think it is.
I don't think it's pinned. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least this one isn't. Yeah. Let's see. Where am I at? Oh shoot! I put Braveland. Search my name, buddy. Blockchain. All right. Let's see here. So scrolling on down. Oops. Next page.
Hey, I've got to roll, guys. I really appreciate it, John.
Yep.
Thanks for
Sounds
hosting
good.
the
Thank
space
you.
up. Let's keep pushing, contributing where we can. I appreciate you guys.
All right, man. See ya. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and paste this over at the open chat channel or open. Here you go. And that is the RAVENCOIN 8-bit metaverse. It's called Raven Society. The layout is like a convention center. You can go in there, and everybody that has some sort of platform, NFT thing that they got going on, or even a market, they can easily input that stuff in there. So people that are walking around can see all this stuff there. That can be easily modified. There is no download needed. You can either participate PC, a laptop, a tablet, mobile phone, Android, iPhone, because it's web-based. And that's what makes this a little more I would say a little more better in a sense in regards to accessibility in comparison to Braveland. Braveland you have to download, and some people just don't have that space to
Wait,
do that.
I'm sorry, John. Where did you put the link again? I'm curious. I want to
So
see the.
yeah, sure. So if you go to Community Corner, right where this group that we're talking about,
Yeah.
hover over the title, and over the title there's a text box.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Yeah. Okay. See it. Yep.
Yep, and
Thanks.
everyone
Here's an
else.
idea.
Go ahead.
If we don't want to, uh, well, in my personal opinion, I think it's kind of going back in time. Um, I think I think Braveland is a better platform. It just looks better. But if we want to meet in the middle, what we could do is we could throw the Twitch stream of the live event in that platform if people don't want to download Braveland and could watch it there too.
There you go. That's a good idea. I,
Why not just watch the Twitch stream directly then? That would make more
Or that
sense.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah.
just multiple windows. Yeah. So, hey, John, I just tried that link and it said expired, return to homepage, expired invitation. Just want to
Oh,
let you know.
thank you.
So I don't know. Maybe
That's probably why no one's in there. Oh, makes sense.
it might be like Discord. You know, the
My
link
bad.
expired
Yeah,
7
I
days.
gotta fix that then. No worries.
Okay.
What else? Okay, wrote that down.
You know what I mean, I haven't even looked at this, but I'm very curious about it because that accessibility across the board with mobile is a huge feature, and I'm wondering too if um, that could be used as a corridor for a variety of for Braveland and other things as well, but as a corridor for people who are on the move or you know not able to get there on their computer.
Yeah, it's just an additional thing that I just found. I decided why not create a server for RavenCoin, right? Just you don't have to download anything, but you could tinker in there. You can live stream in there. You can video chat in there. You can voice chat in there. You have your little avatar that you can customize in there. Yeah. But yes, I think overall, I still want to stick with Braveland. Just want to piggyback off of Humble that it's just more eye pleasing than the 8-bit version. So that's where I'm at with that. All right. Anything else? Come on. This is our thinking cap time right now. We got a few minutes. Just throw them out there. Going once. Going twice. I'm not letting you guys go. I know you guys can dig up some more ideas. Think.
I'm about to have to jump into another rabbit hole.
That's okay, man. I just let you just let it all out, man. I want to hear what you got. Maybe you might inspire me to come up with something else.
So if you recall, Brick was trying to do a red carpet. He was doing a red carpet. So let's make sure we do that again, whether or not he does it or somebody else. And then Vince, then we had an after show, like a post awards party, if that's going to be hosted by a potential advertiser or such.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that is, and I actually that makes me think. Um, Sometimes after those Braveland meetings, I mean, it's cool. You're kind of hanging out. You're in your own world, but you're also sort of keeping an eye on the metaverse and just sort of relaxing and just joking and stuff. It would be fun to develop that type of uh, recreational moment afterwards. I think maybe.
Yeah. Should it be
And then go ahead.
should it be a tuxedo event as well? The actual event, the Global Awards.
There's no way to enforce it, but we should encourage it.
Yeah.
And then I have not changed my avatar's clothes since the awards. Not that I've been in there much, but it looks like there's a pirate ship now.
Have you showered?
My avatar? No, he has not.
He's a dirty. He's a
You got
salty
a
dog.
dirty guy. All right. Yeah, yeah. They updated. So Braveland has been updated. It's pretty cool. It's way bigger now than it ever was. There's a lot to see there. If you guys haven't been there recently, it's pretty cool.
It's kind of weird because you can still patch into the old world too.
Really, I haven't found that out.
You can,
Where?
yeah, you
That's
can
cool.
still go to the old world.
Oh, that's really cool. Then, jeez. All right. Post award party. Airdrop giveaways possibly for that.
Yep.
Airdrop.
And that will be, I think, a good sort of. I mean, SOS has been just nailing that and practicing that for the past year. So he would be a great candidate to take on the refreshment time.
Oh, okay.
If we could figure out who drives the most uh, traffic in there, so if somebody says, "Oh, when you pop into Braveland," because we have the chat logs in there, then just put hashtag so and so sent me, and then maybe we can have an award for that.
Uh, an award for being invited to Braveland.
An award for getting the most people there. So, for example, let's say you have an influencer that's out there pushing to get people in, and so then just because
Well,
they're doing that, they're put in the lottery. But then maybe because you were talking about airdrops, so
so
that's a little bit
airdrops is
different than.
for the after party, and it's whoever. Like for example, we're done with the awards, right? Hang out. We're having an after party. Enjoy some refreshments. Make sure you take a shower, and party on with some SOS music, right? SOS will get on stage, busting his beats, which he's really good at, and just go ahead and just drop your Raven address in the box, and boom, we just start doing airdrops and having fun right there, back and forth, and then people naturally break off from their little groups and just hang out and chat. Yay, nay, no, yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, in regards to the award for, we do have an what's the award? I forgot the name of the award, but we do have one for like the most the best influence Ravencoin influencer. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah, and so that would be like one of the given awards. But what I was thinking of when you had said the airdrops,
Mm-hmm.
so one of the challenges, as it was pointed out, there's a lot of people that interact, and you think they're going to show up, and then like, yeah, I'm glad 30 people were there. I was optimistic we were going to get more, and so if there was somebody that was literally driving traffic that day. And what I mean by traffic is actually people getting to Braveland, then maybe there could be some kind of, not on the stage award, just like something after the fact award. I was just throwing it out there. Then I guess the last thing that I think I can come up with is since it's the global awards, and you had mentioned that we want to try to have something that's Korea specific, if we could, over the next 10 months, reach out to all the different communities that, because of the various language barriers, are probably unaware of what we're doing, get a representative, like, in Turkey, anywhere
So
around the world
we have
to.
Bulgarian, Canadian, Japanese, Portuguese, Russian, Scandinavia, Spanish, Chinese, and Korean. These are all active groups according to the International Ravens currently right now in the RAVENCOIN community server, the server that we're in right now.
Yeah, so let's make sure that there is a page in the native language for each of those areas, a point person, and perhaps like when you watch awards, they talk about before the official show started, there was a small award given to the this, the that, the other thing, and so if we're going to have it, let's say where it's going to be based on Eastern Standard Time or Pacific Standard Time, whatever we end up doing, but there's no reason why the show there can't be like a pre-show that kind of follows the sun. That's just an idea. I know it's a lot more to manage, but if we had point people, then perhaps we can build even more volume and traffic.
That's a good idea. So after this meeting, I'm gonna go and just message them. I'll be using Google Translate, and I'll send a message to them, see if I can get any activity back from them, and then follow up on the next month's meeting.
Good deal.
What was that guy's name again? Was it Raven Hunter?
Yeah, Raven Hunter is what I have on here.
And
RVN Hunter.
that's his Twitter
Yeah. So actually, the link is in the chat.
in the chat. Okay, gotcha.
And once again, if anybody wants to know where all these links that I'm posting, if you literally hover above this channel called Community Corner, right next to it is a text box. It's called Open Chat. You click that, it'll open up the chat box, and you can see all the links that I've been posting here. All right. So with that said, we're 1 hour in. That's exactly what I wanted. We did some brainstorming. We will follow up more organized on the next month meeting. So with that said, I'll be your lead. Philly, I want you second to lead because you're very proactive on this, and I know you really want this to be a big thing. Dao Dao, you're a great guy. I want you to definitely be a part of this as well, right? Don't leave me,
Yeah,
man.
just,
Don't leave me.
no, oh, don't worry, man. And like I said, just if you need something like with copy, just let me know.
Coffee? I love coffee. All right.
No, copy.
Oh, copy.
Like,
Copy.
writing, whatever.
Yeah, I got it. All right. Kai, welcome, Kai. Hopefully you've been enjoying the meeting. Got a little insight of what we're about to do. Kinkaju, I see you're banned, but welcome. You're welcome here. You're not banned here. Humble, thank you again for your input. Tristan, really silent. I don't know who Tristan is, but welcome.
Just
hello.
listen.
Hello? Go ahead. Tristan, go ahead.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, I'm just listening. I got a project based on RAVENCOIN network, so I thought I'd come in, join, and just hear what you guys are talking about.
All
In
right.
regards to the community, and yeah.
Well, welcome. What can you post? Can you post a link to your project so I can check it out?
Yeah, just in the open chat.
Yeah.
We'll be pushing an update within the next day or two. We'll have the RAVENCOIN logo on the main page of the
Auto
site.
Games Gold, mine online gaming products.
So pretty much what we do is we allow mining of RAVENCOIN technically, and we will convert that to say gaming products at the moment. For example, RuneScape Gold. There's a market in that. So we'll allow users to mine RAVENCOIN, but automatically allow them to cash it out in RuneScape Gold. We're going to be adding more GPU-dependent games, which are
that's
like
brilliant.
CSGO, skins, everything on top. We've just, we started off on the Ethereum community, and as you guys are aware, proof of stake and all that affected it. So we had to go to the next best one, which was RAVENCOIN, and we're happy to be with you guys.
Nice.
So I won whyravencoin.com. Let's get everybody to know about you, and then let's definitely get you known.
Yeah.
Cheers.
How long have you had this product out?
We released it last year in February, and then we converted just before the proof of stake to RAVENCOIN. The 7th of February is when we released it. And before that, we've been just project management. Me and my partner, we've towards this, probably put a year's worth of code and everything in towards it. Backend's based on Laravel, applications based on C++, and it uses NB miner at the moment within integration. We had our own mining pool in the beginning. Then we had to look to an alternate one because we didn't have as many users, but we plan to grow our user base. So we'll bring back our own mining pool.
Mm-hmm.
At the moment, we use F2 pool. So we use their API and everything to integrate with. And just use our own calculations and our own formulas on our back end to convert Raven to RuneScape Gold. And our users are allowed to cash that out, and we meet up with them in game and just give them the items or currency.
I don't want to be too direct. This is a really good product. I like it, but I feel like I've seen this before. Do you have a competitor, a direct competitor in this?
I do believe so. In regard, Gamer Hash would be the closest.
Gamer Hash. Maybe that's the one I saw because I've seen this exact product before. It's nothing wrong with it. I'm just curious if it was you or somebody else.
I mean, for its yeah, well, it was an idea between me and my partner. We studied IT with about 5 years ago,
Yeah.
and we came up with the idea. And I look during the idea, I didn't even know Gamer Hash existed. So
Yeah. Yeah. This is the one I saw was Gamer Hash. Yeah, I remember this now. Yeah. Yeah. But you're doing it specifically for RAVENCOIN?
yeah, we want to be based on RAVENCOIN
Oh,
and
dude, that's
GPU
awesome.
dependent. So yeah,
You were added to the map
gamers,
today.
for gamers.
You're
Sorry?
officially out there. I said
Yeah.
you were added to the map. Thanks for getting back to me.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
thank you so much.
Oh, can you post the map here on the open chat?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Yeah, so I could just show
yeah,
so I could just show it really quick
give me a sec.
here on screen so everybody knows what we're going through. Actually, really quick, I guess the homework is let's review when Humble finishes the actual official map, review those particular groups and see if we're going to use those again or if we're going to exclude some or add some. Obviously, there's a lot of people, a lot of companies there, a lot of projects there. We got to find out if we can contact them all. I'm assuming.
All right, I just added it.
Where?
In the community #community center.
You. Okay, I was talking about this other one, but okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's officially. I just released that one today.
Perfect.
So it's good to go. That's 1.06.
Awesome.
Yeah, that Auto Game Gold project looks awesome, Tristan. I'm really excited to explore that.
Thank you. We're going to be adding an affiliate system within the coming days to it. So yeah, there's a massive update. Yeah.
Very cool.
Awesome. Let's go ahead and wrap up this meeting. I will see you guys back on let's see, February the 14th. Oh, that's Valentine's Day. I don't know if we can do that. Can you guys do that? Valentine's Day? Do you guys got anything special? I don't want to just step on anyone's toes.
No, I'll be in the doghouse.
Okay then. Well, I can join you. But I want to make sure that we're all available that day if we're gonna meet up on the 14th. Anybody going out to dinner?
I can't.
Yeah, I won't be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd maybe reschedule that, I would think.
Okay, what about Monday then, the 13th?
That
That'd be better.
Well, that should be fine.
Monday the 13th. Got it. I'm writing it down now. 13th. At same time, 1900 hours, PST. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Adios. Actually, I got to finish showing this. How do you zoom out? There we go.
For holding it, John.
Yeah. Wow,
Nice
this
talking
looks
to you guys.
really nice and shiny and clean. I love this.
Yeah, it's been a few hours. It's been a it was a long week.
I think the
But
version
it's,
we got.
it's
I think
looking
the version
better.
we got on this what do you call it? A billboard? What do you call this?
It's an eco map.
An eco map. Okay, so I think the eco map version we got was like a reprint, recopied, repasted, and it was like fuzzy, and I was trying to identify what did that say? I can't even read that anymore. It was like
That's
retweeted
great.
so many times, but this is nice and shiny. This is high def.
Yeah,
4K,
I
baby.
posted the actual PNG in a couple channels. That way everybody can reuse it, get it out there. I did post it on Reddit also earlier.
Perfect. Great. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. With that said, Stacks, Sets, and actually it would be Stacks, Ravens, right? Oh, hold on. Who do we got here? Somebody in chat. Someone needs to get Patrick Bryan to pitch. Blockchain John was going to do a T-shirt with a bunch of NFT. Oh, Polly. Shh. Okay, that's something I'm working on the back end. Shh. Quiet. Let's see. Raffle. Yes, raffle. Got it. Thank you, Polly. I didn't see you. I wish I saw your messages earlier. But yeah, definitely show up a little bit earlier, boo. Come on, man. Show up earlier. We're going to be back next Monday, February 13th, 1900 hours. See you then. Stack Stats and Huddle. Adios.
See you.